Hi everyone, Malibu Sean Bateman here again, and I just saw Justice League in the theaters, and it's the sequel to Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, and it carries on from right after that film into a new villain, Steppenwolf, which is for the Apocalypse, and his minions, the Parademons, and he's trying to find 3 cubes to actually change Earth into his own world. And on the way to stop him, the Batman and the Wonder Woman got 3 new recruits to help him out: Aquaman, Cyborg, and the Flash. And they get given a little taste of their little backstory before continuing on to their standalone films. Plus, on the way to stop Steppenwolf, they try to get a plan to actually make Superman live again, and which they did. And somehow there's gonna be a little feel that Superman may turn evil down the line. Maybe will be turned into make it into a Bizarro Superman, if you will. Plus, they're during the trying between saving, making Superman live to establish the Justice League and ending Steppenwolf. The Justice League actually had some good funny moments together, like Aquaman telling Batman as Arthur Curry to Bruce Wayne is Gotham City still a shithole, which I thought was hilarious, mind you. And the motivational speech, it wasn't from Batman, but it was actually from Aquaman, and it was a little humor because he didn't want to do it, but somehow he was tied up in Wonder Woman's lasso, which he told the truth, and Aquaman was hitting on Wonder Woman while during the motivational speech, which I thought was hilarious. And there was some nods to other DC works, like Justice League War, which was a good way to start the New 52, and also there was the foot race between Superman and the Flash. And some of how the movie's blowing up is because somehow there's a bigger threat coming out, more evil than Steppenwolf, named Apocalypse, Darkseid. Sorry, Apocalypse is where Steppenwolf and the Darkseid is from, and this film it was directed by Zack Snyder, but it didn't feel like a Zack Snyder film. It shocked me, and Zack Snyder kind of dropped the ball on the comic book movies, sure, but because his vision is always dark and brooding, but because of Wonder Woman, they changed up a little bit, make it a little bit lighthearted, have it more colorful, and see that the Green Lantern Corps, the Atlanteans, the Amazons, and the humans band together in a little battle to face off against Steppenwolf the first time, and and how they made it this in Justice League. They have one representative of each group, sans Green Lantern, which technically is two. There's 2, to my knowledge, of the Green Lantern Corps that represents Earth: Hal Jordan, John Stewart, and it's pretty. See, plus in this version, there's a little bit more jokes to in the action, and a few references to the first movie, and heck, in and this movie is actually help out establish a few of the characters of the DCEU for their standalone films, or that might end up to be sequels. Plus, it's nice seeing some references to other DC works in the film as well. But technically, it's actually seeing Paradise Island returning, and also having Gotham and Metropolis returning. A little nod to what the Flash alter ego Barry Allen does, and he's not actually the Flash. He works in the crime lab, which to me kind of is a double negative for me in my books, because a superhero working in a crime lab for a police station kind of mind scratcher right there. And we got introduced, like I said, the Cyborg. Somehow had a little story on. So note, well, spoilers on how he actually became Cyborg, which in Justice League War it got into depth a little bit more, and I pretty enjoyed Justice League. And if you're into seeing all these different superheroes come together, like the Avengers, join, watch Justice League, and how it ended. Believe it or not, Batman, under his Bruce Wayne guys with Diana and Alfred, they bought this building. We don't know what it looks like on the outside, but in the inside, we kind of have a sense that they're planning to making the part 3, and it's got to be working on the Hall of Justice, which I think is pretty nice because it was part of the Super Friends franchise as well. And also, I'd like to see maybe El Dorado and Samurai join in the fun as well for the Justice League, because those who are part of the Super Friends cartoon way back in the day. And also maybe we'll get introduced to the Wonder Twins, Vigilante, Captain Atom, to name a few of the other DC Comic Universe characters that we love and know. Plus, hell, maybe we might see Supergirl, played by, I forgot her name, but I'd like to see her be a part of the DCEU. And I think I love I respect what they did with the TV series. At least they are not doing what happened in the 82 or 84 version of Supergirl. And that movie I like to see a reboot of myself. And this is Malibu Sean Bateman signing off. And before I go, I wrote out of 5. I'm giving Justice League a 4 out of 5.